Today we are doing a pull-through headband braid. I wanted to update this tutorial to give you some additional tips and tricks so that you can have a really pretty finished style. I'm creating a center part, and then I will use my fingers to kind of measure back until I get to right behind her ear. I'm then going to part from that center part on either side down to the ear. The rest of the hair we are going to secure into a ponytail for now. I'm then going to use a little bit of water and spray down the hair. I like to work on damp hair. I have more control over it. You don't want it sopping wet, just damp. I'm then using a comb to comb through it. You want no tangles in this style. The finished style will be much cleaner. So I am creating my first section here, and sometimes I have to go back and repart if I don't get a straight part. And then I'm using a little bit of water and gel, just kind of spraying it in, a spritz or two, and then combing it through. I'm then going to place an elastic and make a ponytail. You can either bring it back by the part line. I am kind of going in the middle towards the back a little bit. Just make sure that you stay consistent. I'm then taking 2 fingers as a guide to make my next section. I found that using your fingers as a guide helps you get a little bit more even of a section when you are parting out hairstyles like this. Sometimes it can be hard to eyeball sections like this, so I'm going to show you how I use my fingers all the way across the head. So depending on how big or small your little one's head is, you may want to adjust accordingly. So I'm just placing ponytails towards the back, but not all the way on the part line. Again, taking 2 fingers, using that as a placeholder, and then creating another section. I have a lot of people ask me how to get better at parting. Honestly, it's just practice when it comes to parting a style out, and parting hair when it's damp is so much easier than doing it dry. So we make a confident swipe. I add the ponytail, and then use my fingers to measure to go to the next one. So we are going to continue adding ponytails until we get to the very bottom. So this last part is a little more than 2 fingers, but I'm going to use it all into the last ponytail. And this last ponytail, I want to place it coming down towards the ear because you don't want this last ponytail sticking out. So I want to guide it down. From here, I'm going to take the first ponytail, comb it out, put a little bit of gel, and then I am going to split it down the middle and attach the first ponytail to the second ponytail with an elastic. I'm then going to pancake it. Pancaking it is when you start in the middle towards the elastic and gently tug on it. You want to just do a little bit at first. It's easier to pull more hair out than to pull way too much out at first and then have to redo the ponytail. I'm then going to comb out the second ponytail, add a little bit of gel, part it in half, and bring the second ponytail around the third ponytail and attach it to the fourth ponytail. You'll notice me clipping that other ponytail out of the way, the one that I'm coming around, so that it's not flopping forward. Once I've got this ponytail connected, I'm going to start on the inside and kind of fan and pull and feather this out. I'll unclip that ponytail and fan and feather and pancake out the other side. Again, combing through my strands. It's really important that this stays tangle free and that you use product as needed. And I will show an example of this. Her hair starts to kind of split out on the side right there. So I just spray a little bit of gel and kind of push it down, and then it holds better and it's not splitting out. Sometimes that happens when you do this headband braid because you've got little bangs coming into the style. And so it's more likely to split out. So just use a little bit of product as you go. And we are just going to keep repeating this until I get down to the bottom. But honestly, to get clean styles, I don't have a lot of tricks other than I love working on damp hair. I love my product. And I always make sure the hair is smooth. I smooth and smooth and smooth as I go to get a really neat hairstyle at the end, and it just holds better all day. Okay, so here is my last set of ponytails. I'm going to pull it through, clip it off, and attach it to my last one. Do you remember how I said that last ponytail you kind of needed to face it down? This is so it doesn't stick out by the ear. If the ponytail is too tight and not facing downward, then it's going to stick out. So for our last pull through, I'm going to take the top, split it in half, bring it around that bottom ponytail. I have nothing to connect it to, so I'm just going to connect it to itself, and then we will simply pancake the hair out. After I pancaked out this last section, I'm going to take the top and bottom ponytails and connect them together with an elastic. Now you can leave the hairstyle down like this and just add a bow. If you don't want it down by your little one's face, then you can take a section or a piece underneath the hair, add your pull-through braid to it, and just attach those with an elastic and then bring the hair around. That's just an option that I like to give. Both ways are cute. I decided to leave it down. So that's our finished style. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you next week.